Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Ved channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head, Veterinary Medicine. We discuss here the bacterial disease ulcerative lymphangitis. In part 4, we will discuss differential diagnosis, treatment and control aspect. We discuss here differential diagnosis of ulcerative lymphangitis. There are several diseases which produce abscess in the skin, subcutaneous tissue, lymph node, ulcers, and various types of the chronic skin lesions. Here we will see many diseases. For differentiation, they require laboratory help, isolation and identification of the organism. Many bacterial and fungal causes produce similar type of the lesions. So one is epizootic lymphangitis. It is a chronic granulomatous disease of skin caused by Histoplasma falciparum. It is a fungi. Glanders we have already seen. It produces lymphadenitis and inflammation and abscess of the lymph node of the upper respiratory tract. Dermatophytosis produce not granulomatous but chronic skin lesion, popularly known as ringworm type of the lesion on the skin. Continue with the differential diagnosis. Sporotrichosis. It also produces chronic granulomatous disease of the skin. It is caused by fungi Sporothrix second Many diseases produce pyoderma, abscesses, lymphangitis and caused by many bacteria. The name of the disease are rhodococcosis, staphylococcus, streptococcus, dermatophilosis and pseudomonas and other many bacteria produce pyoderma, abscess and lymphangitis. Continue with the differential diagnosis. Equine cryptococcosis also produce a granulomatous lesions in the cutaneous and subcutaneous part. It is a fungal infection. North American blastomycosis. It is simply called as blastomycosis. It produces pyogranulomatous lesions in various tissues of the body. It is caused by fungi Blastomyces dermatitidis. Friends, we discuss here treatment aspect, important aspect of ulcerative lymphangitis. The organism is sensitive to many common antibiotics except aminoglycosides group of antibiotics. Better results are observed by parenteral injection of penicillin or tetracycline or trimethoprim sulfa combination, parenteral injection. The antimicrobial treatment may prolong the disease course because the antibiotic may delay the abscess maturation. So by giving treatment, the course of disease is not affected, but cure will be there. Continue with the treatment of ulcerative lymphangitis. In early stages of infection, can be treated very nicely with autogenous bacteria. Antibiotic also in early stages is highly effective, but on later stages there is difficult because it affects the maturation of the abscess. Lymphangitis and early abscess swellings are treated with hot packs, hot OTCs, or hot hydrotherapy. It will increase the ripening period of the abscesses. The abscess mature early. The abscesses are opened with surgically and flushed with iodine solution because iodine solution destroys the pyogenic membrane and it will help early healing of the abscess. Friends, we continue with the treatment. If the abscess is comparatively large, it requires surgical intervention. Skin lesions and grossly contaminated limbs, they contain the organism. So skin lesions and these limbs are scrubbed daily with iodophore solution because these sites contain plenty of organisms, Corynebacterium, pseudotuberculosis. To reduce the swelling and to relieve the pain, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs are given. Continue with the treatment aspect. The clinical cases require general supportive and nursing care. It will help for the early recovery. The swelling on the leg gradually decreases over a days or it require even weeks also if successful treatment is provided. If successful treatment is not provided or in severe cases the clinical case becomes a very chronic case. There is a letdown of the fibrosis tissue and indurated swelling is observed on the leg. So it is better to provide successful treatment, early treatment for better cure of the disease. Friends, we discuss here control of ulcerative lymphangitis. Whenever there is wound on the leg, wound should be properly cleaned and dressed with antiseptic or antibiotic solution. Wound can hurry healing and there is no chance of entry of Corynebacterium pseudotuberculosis because these are the saprophytes. They can enter through the wound. So this is the first step is very important step. Cleaning of wound and dressing of wound. Then immediate treatment of limb injuries. Immediate and prompt treatment is also very important. Disinfection of the stable contaminated material and infected foods are also very essential because these organisms are saprophyte present in the environment. Once they get infection, infection remain in the environment for a long time. So disinfection of the premises is very much important. Continue with the control aspect. Proper disposal of infected material to reduce the contamination of the premises. Good hygiene is very essential in the stable and premises to reduce the contamination of the stable and premises. Insecticide spreading on the head and abdomen because the insects and flies or ectoparasite pick up the infection from the leg and when they bite at the other place they help in entry of the organism into the skin and thus spread this abscess into the other region of the body. Friends, no immune prophylactic agent or vaccine is available for this disease. So What step we have mentioned here is to be applied for the proper control of the disease. Friends, we have discussed here differential diagnosis, treatment and control aspect of ulcerative lymphangitis. It is requested to share this information to veterinarians, veterinary friends, to promote the channel, requested to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.